Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have all the amazing new UX UI design tools as well as AI tools that I've gathered from February 2026. Before we begin, Hyderabad UX UI meetup is finally here. We're organizing an amazing design event being hosted in Hyderabad on 29th of March. Get to know more from the link in the description and grab your tickets fast. Alright, so the first one is Inspector. I was really excited to kind of show this to you. Inspector is an AI-powered tool that lets you edit any website or web design that you're working on, just like with Figma, but as an extension. So whether you're using an IDE or an AI tool like Claude or Cursor, it can connect to any one of these. And when it kind of showcases the preview, this little app sort of pops up over this and makes for a really cool visual editor, much like in Figma. Apart from being a visual editor, you can also tweak and edit content without having to ask the AI to do it. It smartly links all the elements on screen, visual elements, with their actual line of code. So if there is a button, it can smartly link the actual code with the button. You can even take page-aware screenshots, which can be very helpful when you're using tools like Cursor. It essentially, wherever you're hovering over, a frame will snap into that area and take a quick screenshot, which is a very intuitive way of taking screenshots while you're designing it. Right now, this intuitive tool is available for Mac only, but they're bringing the Windows version very soon, for which you can always sign up for their free waitlist. What if I told you Adobe After Effects is now in your browser, in your web browser? Lottie Files is making that possible finally. Lottie Files has introduced the support for After Effects files, .ae files, inside their Lottie Creator, which is their After Effects-like editor built inside the browser. So now what you can do is quickly import any After Effects file, which gives you access to millions of pre-made files out there in the world on the internet. And then you can just bring it into there and you can just drag and drop inside the editor, instantly have it editable with all the keyframes ready for you, with all the pre-made assets and everything ready for you, over which you can then start using their AI tools to create cool animations or even state machines to build interactive animations that the user can access as well. Lottie Files has also announced support for other file formats, including .fla, .psd, .svg, and even PDFs and stuff like that. So a lot of cool file formats which can be animated, which would be very helpful. This next tool says design at the speed of thought. You can design anything with this. All you need to do is describe your design. So it could be a poster, it could be a certificate, and it has this really cool intuitive way of communicating with you to get the best results. Whenever you ask it to create a design, it will ask you a bunch of questions. Based on those questions, it will create something very refined. So if you're asking it to create a poster, it will ensure that it asks you about your business, or it might ask you to tell it something that it really needs to improve the design. And you can, yes, upload your logo, your brand, and stuff like that. And much like a lot of the other AI tools these days, you get this select to edit or select to design. If there's a text you want to edit or change the font, etc., you just tap on it on the screen and you can quickly change it. And it's a very simple, clean, easy to use. Imagine building your own apps or designing your own apps for your own purpose or your own use or your own team. This app is called glazeapp.com. You type in a prompt, describe your application, what kind of application you want, and it will create an actual application, working application, that you can then upload to your team store, so your entire team gets access to it, or to the public. It's allowing people to make their own apps instead of having to depend on third-party apps for other things. And some of the results they're showing is pretty unique. The designs seem very cool, and it almost seems as if these are mini apps. They're not supposed to be very feature-packed or rich, but still get smaller tasks done. It's a very sandbox-like experience. Now, this tool isn't out yet. The waitlist is out right now for free. Okay, Figma and Claude have this deep relationship now. What they have launched is the Claude to Figma converter. You can export your Claude project as a Figma design, and then you can start designing in Figma and then either send it back to Claude, or you can just edit further in Figma Make. Luckily, there is some support for going back and forth also with some integrations with Claude. I'll link a design course tutorial that he posted. I think it'll be really cool for you guys to actually try this out, and that tutorial kind of covers it all. The next one is by Figr, essentially Figr AI. Figr is now pushing their new design tool called Product Aware AI that thinks through UX. It's more of a user experience centered AI tool, unlike the other AI tools that just create beautiful designs all of a sudden. It helps you get market insight, generate a huge knowledge base through like a secondary research method, even conduct interviews. So if you want to create a questionnaire, etc., it's got you covered in that one project. It also helps you, come up with new ideas with ideation, come up with edge cases that you might forget. It even can read analytics, go through analytics, suggest changes based on that, build design system from the get-go, from the beginning, so that all the material being used is tokenized essentially, and then has an export to Figma feature as well. It also does some niche things like checking up accessibility. So everything that you can think of doing as a UX designer. There are a lot of case studies that they've covered up. Okay, this month has been crazy for tech in general. MacBook Neo, the mobile chip powered MacBook, which is the cheapest MacBook, essentially designed and developed for students or people who are not power users. They just want a basic laptop with basic functionality. The design is pretty cool. The colors are pretty interesting as well. There are some issues with it. Lack of port, even lack of backlit keyboard, and very little RAM and storage in the base model. It might not be for everyone, but for some students, it might be a good. I still would suggest people to get the M1 or M2 MacBook from somewhere. The next thing is Nothing Phone. And Nothing, you guys know, is already a design innovator in a lot of ways. The Nothing 4A looks pretty interesting. Pretty safe design for a Nothing phone. But the 4A Pro is where it gets crazy. Look at this back. It kind of looks as if iPhone 70 back was kind of ripped off and some of the internals were shown up. They've also included this crazy super large glyph matrix at the back. I definitely like the lighting system much better. Interesting design decisions. Let me know in the comments what you think. Alright, so the next tool actually is called Perplexity Computer. Perplexity Computer is agentic AI at its peak. An AI agent being able to build its own AI agent to get certain work done. You might assign it a task of designing a website, and what it'll do is it will assign different agents. One agent for content, one agent for visuals, one agent for organizing and layouts, one for an SEO, one for coding. Pretty intuitive. Now, how they're marketing and uniquely placing this is that you can run virtual computers while you do your own basic tasks. I think it's an interesting way of showcasing. It also has this vibe mode where you can actually talk virtually as if you were talking to a real human or some form of assistant. And the way they're presenting these tasks is interesting. It's as if a lot of different tasks are happening and you can actually virtually see everything that is happening side by side. I'm sure designers can also utilize this a lot for their research. Researching multiple aspects of an app or a platform with multiple users or multiple use cases. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I bring these really cool design videos and updates every single week, Monday and Thursday. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Select all to receive all my videos and never miss out on any design update. I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, take care. God bless.